happy.
But what if it does? There's so many.
Hello, everybody. McClover, thank you for the 600 bits. We appreciate that, man.
Thank you, McClover.
500, whatever. Anything you give, we appreciate it. Spilling those bits all over the table. Now we got to clean them up, so...
Oh, McClover vomited bits all over the table.
Hey, it's okay.
And then left.
Nobody laughed. Nobody laughed. This is a normal, natural, beautiful thing that happens.
Anyone here laugh?
You know, it was so hard. You said don't laugh and my body went.
He
Release me!
Release me!
And also we're trying to find I'm trying to find an episode of Grey's Anatomy where a guy's dad dies, so he has to have sex to cope with it. By the way, I'm trying to find it.
I want to play make believe.
One moment, I'm finding something unrelated. Doctor has sex after his dad died.
I think you made this up, Drew.
I did not.
I think you did. And that's okay. All this is made up. Nothing is real.
Would it have been George?
After his dad dies.
It wasn't McDreamy.
It wasn't McDreamy.
Or McStevie.
I think his dad was an alcoholic.
Mm.
Or he was killed in a robbery.
It was Grey's. Yes, Grey's Anatomy. George O'Malley. In Grey's Anatomy Season 3, George O'Malley experiences the death of his father. Following this, he struggles emotionally and finds comfort in his relationship with Callie Torres. Callie, however, notes that the constant sex was a way he was coping with the death of his father, or perhaps escaping from the trauma of his dad's dying.
Okay, but it wasn't like a one episode gimmick. It was like George is using sex to cope emotionally. And it was a longer term thing. I was expecting it was like some random man in the hospital. And he was like, my dad's sick. I need to go fuck right now.
Can I just say, there's something about Grey's Anatomy that fills me with disgust and hatred, and I don't know what it is.
Grey's Anatomy? Probably the gross HIPAA violations, I'd imagine.
I think it's, you know what it is? I think it's, I truly mean going, this is not how hospital work. This wrong. This wrong. This incorrect.
Yes.
This incorrect for drama. This bad.
House might give you a fucking aneurysm. That man is just breaking the law.
That's not canceled. That's the law.
Besides The Pit, I don't watch any like medical dramas.
Yeah. Well, House is more like just watching a. You think about House like a
House
D&D
is just
character.
Sherlock. House is just Sherlock, and the diseases are Moriarty.
But it's way better than Sherlock was.
But I gotta say, you don't watch Grey's Anatomy for the medical stories. You watch it to watch Meredith Grey watch the bomb man carry the grenade away, and they're playing they're playing that song "Breathe" by What's Her Face. That's like 3 a.m. and he gets halfway down the hall, and you're like, wow, everything's fine, and then he blows up. My impression of Grey's Anatomy is no one's allowed to be happy for more than 2 episodes at a time. And I hate shit like that.
No one in the pit's allowed to be happy.
No, they're happy,
only one day.
It's real, and they're coping, and it's a great sign of resilience and beauty and faith in humanity.
What episodes did you see?
I want to find
the season 1.
Season 1, bro. They are all quitting. I don't know what the fuck you're
They're
talking
not quitting.
Coping.
They should, but they're not.
They're not coping.
But also, by the way, just shout out to honestly everybody, real quick. Mona sounds for all of our healthcare heroes out there. You guys go through some shit. So
shout out to my mom.
Shout out to Moss's mom. Hell yeah.
My mom works in hospice. She's a fucking angel, dude.
And shout out to Moss's dad.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out.
He likes vegan sausage.
Oh yeah, he does.
Hey, oh you. I leave.
Hey, can you be a favor? Can you get Chris in here real quick?
Stop
Don't
calling
my
my
father.
dad by his first name.
You guys, can we watch 30 seconds of Grey's Anatomy?
No.
No, we gotta start. We're watching the break. We'll watch at the break. Put it in music media.
Yeah, put it
I'll
in
leave
the
it open.
queue. We'll see if we get to it. But
Guys,
yes.
I'm gonna send out a when to meet in like our friend chat. Just be like, we yap too long during
We
D&D
do.
sessions.
Yeah.
Let's just schedule a time where we hang out.
But we're gonna look back on this in 30 years or whenever YouTube is still
No, in
up.
addition, we
Yes.
need more time together, not less.
Absolutely. And think about we're gonna look back and say, wow, look at how when Drew had all of his hair, and we're gonna be amazed and so happy to look back on the.
Are
good
you
times.
balding? Are you losing it?
No.
I feel like you would
No,
start losing it by now. Like
so
you should
did I.
already have lost it.
I know. That's why I'm living every day to the fullest while I got these luscious locks.
You're not gonna lose your hair.
Not
Okay.
gonna lose. If you would have
Yet.
lost it already, you would have a bald spot already.
Okay, incredible.
That shit starts at like age 18.
Well, then we need to go because I might start losing it during this stream, guys. So we gotta get this done quickly.
Ah!
Okay.
Ah!
Well, with that, is there anything else we want to say before we hop right in?
Drew, I'm sorry
my
for doubting
tummy
you about the Grey's Anatomy episode, so I've given you advantage.
Oh, well, thank you. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I regret that.
Okay. Anything else? Thank you, Kate.
You're welcome. That's all.
Moss is disgusted. What the fuck?
I need a burp and it's not happening.
Okay, we'll do that on your own time. I'm starting the stream.
I vomit on stream.
Okay, then we want to play some D&D?
Yes.
Yes, and Then with that, how about a deep and cleansing breath before we begin? Sound good?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, then everybody, please
Yeah.
join me. And everything after the breath is canon. Last we left off, more talks on the island 5 miles off the coast of Udus as a plan to assault Jumelage and the castle Untitled was slowly being put together by Les Jolie and their allies. It was after some conversation, just kind of going down the list, it was decided that Winter Scott Key and his children, Emma and Chloe, will be departing the country before the final battle after discussion between them and Wax. Cherie was able to convene with F and Winter Scott Key about their vampirism, their opinions on vampirism, and whether or not they'd want to hold on to the abilities they have after Entrenou's death if you guys choose to go down that route. And finally, Hathor was able to heal the eye and nose of F, creating a lifelong friend and ally. And speaking of friends and allies, just so I don't forget anybody, Higgy, Spritz, Burke, Ifrit, all were there, all with very funny moments before you guys were able to hop atop the 70-foot-long pink dragon Kosur, the dragon of love and of emotion, as you guys are able to fly high and fast towards the capital, choosing to land outside the village of Vilderève. And you all were able to notice the Entree martial law that was placed upon the village, along with a mysterious covered canvas painting appearing in a blue teleportation in the center of the village. And as the town guard begin to walk over to investigate to see what this canvas painting is, that is where we return, as the floor is yours. What do you all do?
Okay, are we sneaking?
How far away from the village are we?
You're behind a hill and about 200 yards away. No one has spotted you.
Okay, then before we do anything, I'm gonna slide off Kosur and then kneel at his head and say, before we part ways, may I formally ask you for the boon that we discussed? Wise one.
Yes. Wield my scales with love, and they are yours.
I shall.
And he is able to present to you like his enormous 3-clawed front right paw. As it slams into the grass, the earth kind of displacing under its weight. As you are free to remove scales for scale armor if you wish.
I will do it as gently and quickly as possible.
Gently and quickly able to take some of the scales off. You are very quickly able to fasten a dragon scale armor. This armor, however, being a departure from like the usual like black and brown leather and like chrome plating you are often known to be wearing, as this armor is reflective, almost like you're wearing pink diamonds on your body, as you're able to add dragon scale armor into your inventory, if that is a thing that exists in D&D Beyond.
Hell yeah, we'll find out.
It does.
Nice.
Well, dragon scale armor, I don't know, but
We shall see.
scale armor.
Yeah, that's what I already have.
Scale armor? Okay. Well, then we'll get you some like custom armor stuff then to reflect that, because this armor will also come with some properties from Kosar himself, and we will go into what these properties will be later on once I have a little bit more time to craft that before we hop into it. But for now, you're able to get the armor, place it on, and Cherie is looking decked out in streaks of glittering hot pink.
Cool.
Author just quietly leans over to Wax and goes, help.
This is very entertaining. I will not help.
Help. Help. You bastard.
Yeah.
I knew you would do that. Don't tell her.
Isn't pink a good color on her, don't you think? You think you should tell her? You could tell her, you know.
I
bet
could.
no one's told her. No one's ever told her that, I bet. You would be the first.
But like, I don't want to be weird, and like, we have stuff we need to like do. We do need to save a country.
Well, why would
so,
it be
like,
weird?
I shake you.
Put my hands on both sides of the dragon's head and touch my forehead to his.
Deeply emotional moment.
It's like,
We're like, stop it, don't you stop.
Kosar places his head against yours as well. As he goes,
Thank you, wise one.
Now, if I heard correctly, I believe the fiery one, your sibling, I remember hearing him say that he's going to kill everyone in the village.
That's not going to happen.
I was going to say...
Perhaps you could be a distraction. I imagine all these men would look up if they saw a dragon flying overhead.
Oh... All right. I can also hit them with my breath weapon if you wish.
Oh, right. That doesn't kill them. I was gonna be like, whoa!
Now,
Only I can kill them.
It will make them empathetic, but I will say, with the way the wind is blowing, you all would be affected as well. Meaning that there would be... Combat would be less likely if that was to happen, but it would also put you all into a very empathetic state.
That would be fine, I think. I don't think we wish to do these men harm. Yes, no, maybe so.
me or Kosar? Us.
I turn to you guys. No kill.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
No, we nixed that.
Breath
Sure.
weapon? From Kosar?
Breath weapon might work. Breath weapon use in big battle?
Well,
Thought
Kosar-
to have. Later.
well, no, I think I was talking to the dragon. Perhaps he could be a distraction. And also breath weapon, since then he is going to fly away.
Do we see the breath weapon making people more volatile?
You understand it's more of magically speaking within the rules of 5e, it is closer to like a calm emotions spell than anything else.
Okay.
And you also get the sense, I think I've talked about the mechanics a little bit, if Kosar was to be your enemy for some reason, like if this went very differently, and that like Kosar was like in the final battle of like you having to like fight against him, his attacks wouldn't be damaging, but it would essentially give you... Like, it would basically mean that you would be either unable to target certain people in battle, or would give you disadvantage towards any kind of attack, magical, melee, or spell. Because it's a way of basically making you not want to fight people.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Then maybe.
And it seems that would work to our advantage.
This is true.
Well, what do we want out of this one? Like, we want to check out that painting, right? We want to see if...
It seems as though this is one of Setbo's paintings, so I imagine that this was sent here to help us, so we just go in.
Go in and collect it. How big is the painting?
I meant go into the painting.
Oh.
It is a wall-covering piece.
So I, couldn't fly over and grab it real quick.
It is huge. It probably weighs at least 100 pounds. Just tilling the soil as you go.
That bitch just stole my painting! That bitch just stole my scab! Got him.
Oh, God.
Got him with the joke I wasn't there for.
That was
What is that from again?
So Maylin and I were fucking around back in college or whatever, and I don't know why, but it's like we came up with this character that steals other people's scabs. And so imagine you're walking through the mall. This was pre-COVID, by the way. It's imagine you're walking through the mall and suddenly you feel a pain in your arm, and you look down and your scab is gone. You're like, that bitch just took my scab.
Bitch just stole my scab.
I'm excellent at remembering jokes I wasn't there for.
That's what the quote book's for, baby.
Because I was I swore I've heard this before.
From us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Koser looks to everybody and he looks to Ifrit, and he goes, now, he looks to Ifrit, everybody remain calm and do not hurt those which I am about to use my breath weapon on.
Well, your breath weapon would prevent us from doing harm, so yes.
He's looking Ifrit right in the face as Ifrit goes, fine. Just kind of barks at him a little bit.
I hold out my pinky to Ifrit.
Have we done this before?
Yes, I think I can't remember if I did this with you or the children. Put your pinky like this with mine, and you promise.
And I assume, I get to cut your fucking pinky off if it goes wrong?
No, it's just a stronger promise.
Oh, God.
And I'm a fae, in case you forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Your pinky will fall off if you break the promise.
This is what you need to wield swords better, though. All your grip
Exactly.
strength.
You better not
All
break
your
the
grip
promise.
strength is in your...
Yeah, I got.
Was I the one who said if you need to lose a finger, lose this one?
I think so.
Because all your grip strength is in these two fingers.
Fine, I won't start killing unless they start trying to kill me, and then I'm gonna kill them all.
That's more than we could ask for.
All right, Koser goes, all right. Away I go. Surely these people have great respect for draconic beings, ancient and wise as we are. And Koser gets up, and his claws sinking into the ground 70 feet long, he climbs up over the hill and begins descending down. Again, his head and his front legs and his wings disappear long before the rear of his body does. Do you guys kind of go to see what's going on with him, or do you guys stay down here?
I'll go look.
Can I fly above? Can I fly above just to make sure he's safe?
Sure.
I think he's gonna be fine.
Go ahead and give me a quick, because we're going so Looney Tunes with this right now. Go ahead and give me a quick stealth check, Hathor.
15.
With a 15, let me see if I can actually find a. No, that's not right. Hold on.
Wait. Well, it's a 3rd level, but I could use it. I have sending. I could talk to Blurso or not Blurso. No, Setbo or...
He's gone.
Blurso, we miss you.
What happened to him?
Little Spoons has him. He's being cared for by 30 babies. Not important.
Not important.
Yeah. As Koser emerges over the hill, a wondrous, grand pink dragon, ancient in his knowledge, presented to the citizens of Allatour, who just for a moment, untrade troop, villager, and traveler, are in disbelief, as if they are seeing a dream come to life. Kosar, you guys are like perched up on a hill, getting like a bird's eye view basically, as he travels like 200 yards down the hill towards the village and begins going down the main road towards the painting. As Kosar speaks out and he says, "Citizens of Ville de Rêve, I am Kosar, the Dragon of Emotion, ancient ruler of the Castle of Udus. I come to you all in peace, as there is no need to fear. My intentions not malicious, for I wish to only grant you all a deeper understanding of each other and your opposition." Immediately some townsfolk and like guards, they go, "Good lord, it's a dragon it is!" And they begin like chucking spears and like shooting bows and arrows at him, and Kosar goes, "Stop that." "No, you, down there, calm. You may throw whatever things you would like at me, but I doubt it's going to do that much. I'm immune to all non-magical attacks." They go, "My lord, get the children inside now! It's to eat us all!" And like they just begin freaking out and like grabbing up their children, like people, and start locking the doors. And he goes, No, everyone calm yourselves. 800 years ago, this wouldn't have even been a big deal for me to visit here. Please take a deep breath, everyone. More, like, shield wall now. It's like the troops begin to like kind of lock up. It's like, no, everyone calm yourselves, please. This is not necessary. They begin throwing like rocks and like fire things. He just kind of starts eating stuff out of the air. Fine, okay, I wanted to do this with everyone's consent, but I feel like it's gonna be easier if I just go ahead. So, and an almost transparent pink mist explodes out of Kosar's mouth and begins covering the entire village as all of these troops and men and women like running in fear, they all begin to they turn to each other. Big hug. And they just begin hugging each other. And they begin to go over and they begin to like pick up their weaponry. They begin to like touch each other softly. And some of them actually go up to Kosar. They put a hand to his large like front legs. They touch him gently and they say, "We apologize for that, sir. That was an outburst, most violent of us. We judged you when we should not have. My mother would always read me stories of dragons to scare me when thunder would come around. Meaning that whenever I would think of dragons, a jolt of fear would come through my system. I've never gotten over that, and I treated you worse because of it. I'm the commander of these troops in this town, and I shall tell them to stand down."
Hathor's asleep.
Hathor is asleep? Okay.
He talks for so long that Hathor went.
Okay, got it. Kosar goes, "That's messed up, little guy. I'm sorry to hear that. But may the healing begin now, as you bond deeper with your men and with the people of the village you are sworn to protect." And these guards and townsfolk are all in a state of calm emotions and have no hostility amongst them, as you guys see Kosar just pacify this village.
Let's move in.
Slowly. Stealthily.
I mean, casually.
Casually, stealthily.
I'm in the sky. I'm
Meanwhile,
fine.
Hathor dive bombs.
I'm doing barrel rolls, baby.
Oh my god, Hathor, pull up!
Hathor!
Wind whipping in your face. As you guys are able to walk into the village, you're able to see the inn, the sheriff's office. You're able to see the orphanage here. You're able to see like all these like varied like general store buildings, like small little kind of like farmlands like off in the side where people like kind of cultivate like potatoes and carrots and things of that nature, and just the beautiful countryside hills all around you. As all of these townsfolk are all very calm and begin going about their day, just kind of hugging everybody they see.
I'm just walking in like I'm not like this just an ordinary day, and I'm striding right up to the painting.
Okay.
It's a day that is in wine.
in the rare, Ather's fully taking advantage of the fact that there are no bowmen who are going to shoot her down out of the sky. So she's just fully doing tricks in the sky. She's like diving from 60 feet and pulling up at the last second. She's like, she is like letting go of her hands and swinging down, like holding on with her knees as she flies. Like full, just getting her energy out.
Hell yeah.
Zoomies.
Dog with the zoomies.
Getting her zoomies.
Okay. As you guys walk up to the painting, as Hathor is flying around, all of your companions join you as well into the town. Spritz and Burke go immediately for the tavern. Ifrit goes for the blacksmithing shop. F and Winter Scott Key both head over to the local armorer to get like leather hoods to cover themselves, as the beating sun is kind of like giving them like bad, like almost like sunburns on their face.
Can I like walk? Like, can I like take like just cast a shadow above them to like help them before they get into the blacksmith shop?
Absolutely. You're able to see F gives you the sign language sign for thank you, and Winter Scott Key hits you with a quick thumbs up before they are able to get into the shade. Hagee runs off to the orphanage to make sure all the kids are okay, and I believe that's everybody. Yes. Yep, that's everybody.
Koser's just big chillin'.
Oh yeah, Koser goes to a nearby field, and he goes, to calm emotions such as that, a privilege I have not had in quite some time, as he wraps his enormous body up onto the top of a field and overlooks the village.
Koser, what do you eat?
Primarily fish, aquatic species, things of that nature.
Oh. So you're like a pescatarian?
Yeah, mainly. But also, I believe I am so ancient that I have outgrown the need for sustenance.
Ow. I thought it'd either be like emotional sustenance or... I was just curious.
There is nothing more filling than a hug, than someone from someone you love.
Bye!
That was my lunch. As you were able to fly off. As you approach this painting, again, large wall-to-wall, like enormous canvas painting with a tarp over it. You are unable to see what this painting is of.
Can I... I'm asking the group this. Can I... Okay, if I lift it?
By all means.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like you're pulling a sheet off of a car with how large this thing is as you...
this baby goes 50 miles an hour.
15 miles an hour. As you pull this canvas off, as you pull the tarp off of this canvas, as you are able to notice the painting underneath. The painting underneath is again on this incredibly large easel on this canvas. It depicts the castle of Herb Corte and their surrounding grasslands. It's basically like in the distance, in the background, like at least a dozen miles away, maybe 2 dozen, you're able to see the mounded like castle on a hill of Herb Corte with probably like hundreds of yards of grassland visible all around through the window of this painting. And everyone here give me a quick perception check.
Perception?
Perception.
Herb
11.
Corte?
11? Yep.
Okay, hold on.
16.
16?
Oh, I rolled so bad. Hold on. 12.
12? Shuri,
He still did better than me.
Shuri,
I rolled a 4.
I think it
I
makes
got to a 12?
Yeah.
I think it makes the most sense for you to notice this because you have had the most experience with like cavalry, like with horses and things of that nature. As you look at this painting, again, it's like a full like wall covering. It's very wide, it's very tall. And as you look to like the very top of the painting, you realize that like in your mind, like the height equations here, this painting is roughly like it's wide enough, like it's more than wide enough, but the height wise, it's probably as tall as a rider on top of a horse. And furthering that, as you look into the painting, this painting, as Setbo's painting are able to do, this painting is moving. As like wind is blowing the grass around, you're able to see like clouds move in front of the sun as kind of like shadows descend upon this window into this small world. And you are able to see... like a cloud of like dust and almost like grass and leaves begin to like come up as you peer into the painting, Cherie, and only you are able to notice what looks like an entire like squadron of cavalry is growing larger as it's riding towards the window which you are all looking in.
Oh.
You have maybe 30 seconds before they hit the window.
Allatour, cover it up, 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 cover it up.
I used my flying cloak to help with the other side.
As you cover it up, cavalry approaching the painting, covered once again, as you are, like, as the horses are, like, maybe, like, 30, 40 yards away, like, roughly, like, estimate to the window. You cover the painting, and nothing happens as you cover the painting.
Can I, like, peek? Can I, like, lift one tiny little corner and look?
As you pull one corner back ever so slightly and peer inside, Hathor, you are able to see...
Stab me in the eye!
You are able to see someone that you actually recognize, as you are able to see the strong, Rough Rider physique of Marquis Alwyn Gennady Pavel III. And you're able to hear him say through the painting, very muffled, you're able to hear him say, "What the hell? That was the signal. We were supposed to ride when the painting was uncovered. Why'd they cover it back up?"
Are you friend or foe?
Hathor, Lady Hathor, is that you?
Yes.
Friend, obviously. It's me and my Rough Riders. Yes. As you uncover the painting, all the horses kind of confused now.
Okay, listen. You try having a painting where a whole cavalry is charging towards you, and your first instinct isn't to go, ah!
Okay, that's true. All right, one second. Okay, we're coming through. I got something prepared for this.
Don't attack anyone. This town is non-hostile.
24 cavalry troops begin to explode out of the painting. Broom, 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 broom.
Holy cock-block troops, whole.
all with lances and swords and whips, cowboy hats, leather armor, experienced riders. You're able to see Marquis Alwyn Gennady Pavel III leading the charge as he explodes out of the painting, leading his men into the village, weapons drawn.
No!
Hold on, wait. I'm getting to it. Don't worry, I'm gonna honor that. In combination, at the back of the pack, Wax, you are able to see Marchioness Marguerite Albertine Pavel and the real Cassiano Alwyn Pavel joining at the rear of these troops. As all of these troops ride out, weapons drawn, Marquis goes, "Command me to be enemy of the state. This village shall be taken in the name of all those that have been..." Huh?
It's peaceful. It's peaceful here.
What?
They're cool. So we met a dragon. His name's Koser. He's on that field over there. He is the dragon of love. No, wait.
He's good. He's good.
Wait, what?
No. He's a friend. He's an ally. He has a breath weapon that calms people down. So everyone in the village is chill now. Everyone likes us. We don't need to kill or hurt anyone or take anything over in this village.
Oh.
But you can finish your speech if you had it prepared.
But that was sick music. So I sorry to stop you. I know you're on a roll, but I just didn't want you to hurt anybody.
So these are largely innocent civilians then, and it would be closer to a massacre and a stain on Allatour's history.
It'd be a war crime.
Right. Hey guys, it'd be a war crime. Stop it. No, it'd be a war crime. Quit it.
And then what you just hear like, oh, I hate war crimes.
all of the
oh man,
all of the Rough
it's always
Riders,
a fucking war crime.
all of the Rough Riders begin to holster their spears and javelins and halberds and whips as they go. Man, it's kind of a okay.
Stupid war crimes.
As they begin to ride through the village and get off their horses, water their horses. Entree troops in these National Guard-esque troops. In entree colors deployed here to kind of in state martial law. One of the Pavel Rough Riders just kind of unhitches his horse, looks at the entree troop, and the entree troop goes, "What an amazing horse." And just hugs the horse. Sure.
It's a very powerful breath weapon.
That's a problem. So. Marky and Alwyn, and you're able to watch as Marguerite comes in and goes, "Well, I was expecting to have to get my hands dirty, but apparently it's all been solved now. Would that be Wax and Hawthorne and Cherie and a lot of other people that I haven't met?"
Hey.
Again, for those that don't remember, the woman who almost died trying to defend her son, the woman who was almost killed by F's hand, dismounts her horse. She's now in proper riding gear. She looks so happy to be out in the field riding with the Rough Riders. And you're able to watch as she comes over. She gives you all big hugs, having seen you guys again. Cherie, big hug for you most of all, as you're the one that saved her life last you saw her.
I'm about to kneel or bow, and she catches me halfway. It's nice to see you, my lady.
No, Sir Cherie, you gotta get up. Okay, look, we're all enemies of the state now. We can't be doing all these kind of formalities. we on a timetable now.
This is true. Also, it is just Cherie now.
It is just Cherie. Oh, what happened? Okay, well, if you want, I could just knight you. You could become a knight of Herb Cote if you want.
No,
I have that power.
No. You seem to have your hands full in troops.
No, it all looks pretty fine to me. I mean, we expected a lot more resistance coming in here.
No, I mean, you are not lacking in personnel.
Okay, I understood. Oh, well, if you're ever looking to, maybe we shall see. But yeah, so we were actually told to get into that nice painting by, Beerhaze Bassett. He was able to track your guys' location through a whole other manner of spells and, and arcana and the magics and the elixirs and things of that nature. And we just thought you guys could use a little bit of support in case you were facing some staunch resistance. And we didn't know that you guys had a dragon. And this village is kind of just full of cool hugging people.
Yeah, we will probably need your help when we go to Castle Entree.
Yeah, Alwyn kind of riding around, he's talking to the populace, and he's like, "Citizens, we are here to free you. The Rough Riders shall treat you well." And all the citizens go, "Cool, man. Thanks."
We just made a whole village just high.
I was about to say, they're just stoned.
They're
just stoned.
Alwyn's
I love this dragon.
The triumphant.
Give me a hit of that dragon.
Alwyn's come back over, and he goes, "If there was to be a direct assault upon Castle Entree, my Rough Riders are here to assist. Cavalry troops which are swift and decisive, which can outride any cavalry troops hosted by any of the other noble houses in Allatour."
Hell yeah.
All right.
That would be most appreciated, my lord. We are hoping it will not lead to bloodshed, but having your strength is much appreciated.
And Marguerite with the real Cassiano Alwyn Pavel on the back, they kind of get up and they're like, and by the way, Cassiano, anything that you want to say? And Cassiano, again, red hair, braided back, mustache. He's still trying to fatten up after momentarily being vampire spawn, but looking a lot better. He's like, "Okay, yeah, so everybody, we were planning on making this place a bit of a fortification, a bit of a forward operating base that we'd be able to kind of stage any kind of planning from in case we would need fortifications, we'd be able to kind of defend this place in case we need to retreat or kind of get anything ready." So, and looks over to his mom. His mom's like, "Good job, yeah," and he goes, "And I'm in charge."
Can I make an insight check to see if he's because he seems is he nervous or is he stupid.
You're able to see that he's just very nervous. He's incredibly nervous.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And from what you would know about like Cassiano, he was just like he was a party boy that never really had a lot of like aspiration to live up to like his father's expectations.
Yeah.
And so like he's basically being told to do public speaking right now for probably the first time in his life, without the assistance of some kind of chemical. And so he's just having no idea how to lead people. This is like the perfect little like microcosm for him to kind of like flex whatever skills he can develop. So
yeah, I'll go over to him and hold out my hand to shake. Hey, how was you?
I remember. Hello again, Wax. It is nice to see you. A big handshake there.
You as well.
Now, be straight with me. Is there anything that I should know about that you have done while wearing me, or has that kind of just fallen by the wayside?
Oh, I mean, well, I haven't been you since I last saw you.
That was the question. Okay.
Yeah, no, I have not done that.
Because if you
I am the honorable Viscount Cassiano Pavel.
Wait a minute. Question.
Yes.
Yes.
Because Le Jolie left the castle with the belief that Cassiano was one of us. Is Wax as themselves wanted?
Yes, Wax
the way we are. Okay.
Yes. Well, the reason is because the scries that have been going on between us has been seeing you guys not in your like disguised forms, basically. So
can I do a perception check to see if he's scrying on us right now?
Yeah, absolutely. Here. Okay.
17.
17?
Not very good.
So no, actually, let me just do a quick deception check. All 17. You were unsure.
I don't like it. Don't like it.
With all of the as Cassiano looks over to Wax and goes, "Okay, just wanted to check in about that, and thank you for those titles, by the way. I've been getting a lot of questions about fighting in a fighting pit in the Palm, and I've been having to get really good at improv recently. So
yeah. Hey, well, it's a good skill to have. And I only came in last place by a lot in that fight. So
everyone's talking about me because I had the balls to compete at all against the. I mean,
this guy over here.
Oh God, Higgy's just towering over him again.
This is Higgy. Higgy, come say hi.
You gonna kick my ass again? Higgy goes, "What? No, of course I wouldn't." And extends an arm out to Cassiano and goes, "The name's Higgy. We've met, but no, we haven't. We haven't met before, but it's nice to see you, the real you, for the first time. Hello, we're friends now." And shakes his hand. Who? Well, yeah, because you can. You are not an elephant. What did you do again in the fight? I need to get my details straight on this.
He doubles in size.
He doubles it. Oh God. He's towering above you guys.
Incredibly strong.
Yeah,
what is it, your max? You get to like 12 feet?
11 and a half, but I like to round up.
I told him to round up.
He blushes a little bit, and then he's like, "Yes, but it's nice to see you guys." And he goes and recluses himself.
No, Drew, I want you to keep talking to yourself.
Owen comes over and he says, "With the village taken, I'm going to say without resistance, because it sounds better in the history books. With that, we can begin fortifying this place. We can provide you with any provisions you may need. And also, now that any danger has been quelled by the show of force of the cavalry raid, additional guests are to be coming here as well. Allow me to go retrieve them." Alwyn dismounts from his horse. He goes back to the painting. He touches it. He becomes just like ambiguous, like ink blobs, disappears, and you're able to see him walk like again through the window of the painting. He walks behind like where you got, so the window, the view of the window. He walks to the right. He disappears for maybe 2 minutes. He comes back, touches the painting. He rematerializes in the real world, and then stumbling out of the grass, basically, out from the where the window, where you wouldn't be able to see. Coming into frame, you are able to see an 18-year-old boy and an enormous batfolk carrying an umbrella.
I give Beer Hayes the biggest hug.
Both of them coming out of the painting, you're able to see Beer Hayes Bissett and Setbo as you scoop up Beer Hayes Bissett in your arms as he goes, "Oh, Hopper, it's good to see you again.
It's so good to see you! I'm so glad you're not dead!
You knew that I wasn't.
I knew. I mean, but it's great to see you with my own eyes."
He touches right underneath your neck. He goes, "In your heart, you knew that I would never depart without saying goodbye."
I mean, yeah, but ask a lady for drinks first.
Okay, well, I just tried to, whatever. Anyway, the rest of you.
I give Setbo a hug.
Setbo, yeah, you're able to see Setbo in his painter smock. He has his easel and everything. He has an enormous umbrella made of old paintings, old canvas and paintings that he's using to shield himself from the sun.
Cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, as
I just want to use mending really quick to make his umbrella have no holes in it.
You can, of course.
Like
he threw this thing together. It's made of scrap metal and painting stuff. As he made this old deconstructed painting materials. As he goes, "It is good to see all of you again. I cannot say I have been outside for a very long time." As you come over and you give him a hug. He goes,
I asked if I can give him a hug first. I open my arms huh?
Dude is how tall is he? He's 10 feet tall. He's a huge batfolk. As you kind of hug the bottom half of his body. As he goes, "Allatour, it is good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Leisurely. The rest of you. Cherie, the changeling Wax. How are you all?"
Doing well. Now that you're here. I believe we've brought some of your old compatriots with us.
Laura and Creta Roy begin boing, boing, hopping their way over the hill. And they come to the center, main vein road of this village. And they see Setbo. As Laura looks to Setbo and goes, "Setbo, did not expect to see you again. How have the last few weeks for you? How have the last few weeks been for you?" Setbo goes, "Terrible. It has been a lot of emotional ups and downs for me. But only through that, and by being ostracized and being called a traitor, was I able to summon the strength to get up off of the floor a little bit. And now I am here. And also, a very unique transportation system has now been set up, because Beer Hayes' mastery of teleportation and my mastery of paintings has allowed us to be able to transport things very quickly around this place. Fascinating how things can join like that." As Beer Hayes goes, "There was a grand magical fight which took several hours. Many counterspells were had. But after we both exhausted all available spell slots, we decided to talk out our problems. And we came to an understanding that, although some cracks of the heart can never be fully sealed, we have common enemies now."
I have a question for the group.
Oh, never mind.
You're included. You're included.
All right. Hello.
Please. You're always included. I put my hand on his chest like he did me. I say, "You're always included."
A tear.
So between us is a changeling originally,
Yes.
and are changelings part of the Seelie or the Unseelie Fae? Or,
Seelie. Doppelgangers are unseelie.
Okay.
Right.
Because Wax is from the Seelie capital.
Got it. So, Can I do another perception check to see if I'm being scryed? Actually, you know what? If he's listening to this, I want him to fucking hear it. Okay.
Okay.
If he's listening, could we? Maybe we can have can we? Not oopsie daisy, but is there another way in which we can ask for a parlay with him that doesn't necessarily end in bloodshed? Is there like a tradition in the Sealy court? Because I imagine you guys have to have a tradition where it's like, listen, drama's great, but we're gonna start killing each other actually right now. So how about we talk it out? Like, is there some kind, and maybe that will help appeal to. Sorry, I just had this idea right now. I know we're doing a big reunion, but
this is actually something I was thinking about, because between us is a warlock. He used some sort of big pact to bring the Fey Lords back in the first place. He used vampirism to turn them. Well, warlocks are beholden to their patrons. So what if we travel back to the Feywild and see if we can get in touch with his patron and say, hey, come get your boy. If I was doing shit Sangaree didn't like, she'd kick my ass.
What a question. Do we know if his patron is a Fey Lord? What if his patron is the first true vampire?
Oh,
you know?
That was.
Otherwise, how do you turn?
His master was a dragon, but he doesn't get his powers from them. But since they're all vampires, they would be considered unseelie. So perhaps he's a patron of Queen Mob or the unseelie.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking of appealing to what I assume to be his base true nature, rather than the one I'm assuming he had to take on for survival. If that makes sense.
Well, because it seems like he's really coming from a place of hurt and betrayal.
Yeah. And we just had an entire village without bloodshed. We just made an entire village better without any bloodshed whatsoever.
Well, that was the dragons doing, technically.
But we and our social bonds and our friendships.
Yes.
Are. I think that's. I mean, of course, there's probably going to be some fighting, because, I mean, climactically, just if I was thinking of this in, like, terms of, like, a story with rising action and a climax and falling action and, like, wanting to be good entertainment for somebody, there's probably going to be some combat, but...
I'm looking you dead in the face right now. Nothing is guaranteed. Everything is up in the air with how you guys want to play this.
Well, perhaps we should ask the ones that know him, or at least worked with him.
Yeah.
I turned to Setbo, Laura, and Krita. Anything we've said ring any bells? Anything?
Good transition. Really well done. This is me. This is Moss. That was excellent.
Thank you. He's changing the music. Oh.
Laura, Krita, and Setbo. What questions do you want to ask them in this moment?
Well, before you were turned, is there a Seelie practice of parlay? Or would he prefer an unseelie means of conflict resolution?
They turn to Setbo, and Setbo, like, hidden from the sun, like, again, this, like, massive, his wings tucked in, enormous bat folk making himself small, blind as can be, he goes,
The issue with my understanding of between us is that his and my practices could not be any different. Mine came from the mastery of my arts through studying, through education, of artistic theory, of history. His came from dark rituals. That which I believe defies his very nature. It was towards the end where he began to truly change. Where his aspirations grew so large, he became so convincing that we could not deny him. And I believe that was our mistake.
Looks over to Laura and Krita and Kosar and goes,
Sadly, I have lost the opportunity to ever apologize for my betrayal of the leader that I once had.
I'll make a quick Arcana check for Setbo, see what he can tell you guys.
Guidance.
Guidance? Okay, amazing. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me. Get a 3 or a 4.
Don't tell me to do that. I got a 4!
Yeah, 4, incredible.
Nice.
It is my understanding that the magic which he commands is almost as if it is in opposition to his very being. I would not be surprised if his patron was unseelie in nature.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also not be surprised if this patron was chosen by him due to him trying to break out of some molds of the Fae.
Looks to you, Wax, kind of like gets a little bit closer to you and goes,
It is my understanding that Fae deceptions have always been more jovial in nature, even if they may garner serious consequences. It is my understanding that Entre Nous began to deceive and began to plot in destructive ways. In ways of greed that would lead to bloodshed. That would just lead to power and potentially corruption.
and because you got a 4 on that guidance roll, beating a DC 15, he got a 12 on the die. Just there has to be some kind of game mechanics here instead of just somebody giving you everything. As Setbo goes,
and it was at the end. He was so obsessed with wine. Very much
Wine?
so. Wine. Always drinking of one vintage, the name of which I cannot seem to remember. But he was never separated from it. How very curious.
Hold on. I'm getting the old book out. Because isn't there a thing where Blurhaze was part of a... Verso, sorry. Get this shit. Oh, God.
yeah, it's almost like that would have been pretty fucking cool if Tony was still here.
I'm sorry!
He saw a wine ghost once.
This is Saint Pierre, blah, blah, blah. His dad's name is Jeff.
All of the pieces slot together.
Hold on. God damn it.
Can we do a history check to see if
Yeah. What's that?
if we remember that, or if
I'll say that you guys can
Blurso
just I'll say you can remember the fact that Blurso was all about wine. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
No, but like the check would be for the specific vintage if he ever mentioned it or if we ever saw it.
I don't believe that it was. I believe that it was like beer.
I wrote out, and this is probably stuff you had to cut, but the Wings of Stone, Glass of Color, Never the Two Should Meet is like, I wrote down Fey Ideology, Mob, and Titania. And it's like, is between us this kind of union between us? Oh my God. It's right there. It's right there in the name. between us, he's a connection between Mob and Titania.
He wants to have like his own thing. He wants it to be Mob and Titania and between us, and it's his.
He wants to be a throuple.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, it's like
Wait, what was it? Wings of
stone, glass of color, never the two should meet.
Can I like? Is there like this guy has been like gone for a very long time and whatever, but can I think of any sort of like Feywild like history or like cultural movements that like sound like it aligns with this kind of like this thing between Seelie and Unseelie, like? Even anything that sounds similar, if I'm like, that's kind of libertarian, I guess.
You guys are pulling connections, which I thought it would have been. Which I'm gonna be honest right now, you guys have basically gone behind the screen and are putting plot elements together that I thought were gonna be cut because of how not relevant they were. But you might.
Blair's
be
got an
adding...
eldritch. Blair has a red wine. He was attacked by a red wine monster, and he woke up covered in wine.
You guys are adding like 5 sessions to the runtime of this game.
Let's go!
Yeah.
I love it.
That was a great pull with that little riddle, Moss. I didn't remember that.
Yeah.
I wrote it down.
So in terms of so you wanted to go ahead and give me like a history check. We're saying it's like a DC like 16. Okay.
I'm
history
gonna
check?
flip my coin.
Okay.
I have never rolled well on these.
Are we all making
this
check?
is just for wax because it's Fey related.
Oh. That's so funny. I rolled so well.
Damn it. Where? Hold on.
Flipping my. Do you want to give me guidance, Allatour?
Can I
Yes,
help?
guidance. Blur Soul. Blood of the World. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at my old notes.
Can I give Wax the help action?
Yeah, sure. As I desperately try to pull lore that I have not thought about in years.
Okay, I got a 17.
Yay!
I am behind. Okay.
You can divert the tracks, Drew. You're the railroad conductor.
No. Wax. You
Write this down.
You are a changeling.
This is true.
And so you would be, and so you remember that book that Sangri gave you, which was that, that Sangri gave you, that was everything that you missed. It's kind of like a little slate of everything that you missed in your absence of the Feywild.
Yes.
And you're able to remember reading about all these different like the Seelie court and all these like smaller courts which make it up that like kind of Sangri has been leading since Titania's absence that Spritz will one day inherit, and like kind of like the upset that caused. And you remember the Changeling Court. You probably would have interacted with it at some point. It is known as the Court of Court, as they are the ones that are known for like their diplomacy, deception, doublespeak, agreements. This idea of kind of like morphing to be credible diplomats, given they can literally embody whatever they need to get the best outcome. And you are aware. Hold on, what the fuck? I need to. Oh man, what the fuck? I'm not going to Thurber-Mingus.
We caught you unawares.
You did. My pants are fully at my ankles right now.
Cock out.
He's pulling his cock out.
He's showing whole this episode.
And you are aware that the head of the Court of Courts, his name, or their name, is Travers New.
New work.
I did know this.
Through us is the rough translation. I gotta go off of the French to English translation on Google, so.
Okay,
You know what? I
so and
remember
who is this?
Travers.
Sorry, I was looking through my notes.
This is the head of the Court of Courts.
And Changeling Court.
And you would understand, like you know, the stories told to you as like maybe you were growing up, or like things passed between friends, very hush-hush, because stories are very powerful in the Feywild, and some were banned from being spoken about. One such story was the rise and fall of Entre Between Us, who through your understanding of history was the head of the changeling court of the material plane, and to be stricken from Fey history, similar to the incredible prejudice that Cherie and Winter Scott Key received due to their vampirism, would have to be due to some kind of unseelie presence with him, or some kind of interaction with that world. As for Cherie to be a vampire, that's bad enough. To be a Fey vampire, though, is a rejection of all things Seelie.
Okay. So he became a vampire and was rejected by the Fae. And he was the... He was the head of this changeling court on the material plane. And if he was a part of all of these Fae lords and became a vampire and was cut off from all of them, they can't have, or if he became a vampire, they can't have wanted him to stay in power or stayed allied. Would they have all been allies, or would they have all been contentious as the different heads of the things?
Krita Roy actually kind of steps up to keep it to the immediate history, to keep it to the immediate plot, not to go too deep into the history here.
Okay.
Good questions, which I'll answer later. But Krita kind of steps up, just to make sure we're on the right path here. Krita steps up and she goes, Krita steps up and goes, but I think it's important to let him know that although there were some magics going on before, everything happened, and she kind of nervously darts her eyes over to Koser and over to Laura and Set as they're all now vampiric undead Fey creatures. As Laura says, but Between Us was never a vampire before we were all woken up, though.
Say one more time?
Between Us wasn't a vampire before we woke up, though.
Before, so he became a vampire in the meantime, after the Fae was separated from Allatour.
After they were poisoned and betrayed and killed.
Here's a thought I have, guys. Because, yeah, Mob could be the patron, but where is it? Hang on. Efrara, the first vampire, that would also be a powerful unseelie. Would that be the equivalent of a Fey Lord?
So would
they be, or am I treading off base here?
Laura steps up and Laura goes,
it was very sad, but what happened was Efrara was poisoned like the rest of us were. There were concoctions strong enough to eliminate all of us in one fell go.
So you guys were betrayed. You didn't betray someone.
No, we looked over to Koser. No, we did. The dragons were in power, and Between Us was so convincing that we wanted power for ourselves. With Efrara's help, we were able to turn the dragons to stone. And then, during our grand celebration of our victory, the human sees the opportunity.
I see. Okay. Dragons were betrayed. Got it. Thank you.
But it was not until much later, the way that Between Us says it, that he was able to regenerate and he was able to come back to life. And then after great preparation, after he was able to obtain the gauntlet, that he was able to revive us as well, in which our missions then began.
Got it.
When he said not too long, that was 800 years? Or was it 800 years for you?
It was 800 years for us. How long it was for Between Us, he said that was of no matter.
So you were stoned for 800 years and you perceived all of that?
No, we were just dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Wasn't great. No, we just gotta be frank about it. So
No, B, I would rather be dead than be petrified in stone for 800 years.
they both look over sadly towards Kosar.
Are the dragons aware even in stone?
Some Kosar was sleeping.
Okay.
Maybe some of them were. And you look over to Setbo, and you guys remember, I think it was Cherie that went into Bierhaze Baset's locket, and you remember that dragon, like, mouth extended, looking to bite, petrified in stone, definitely awake.
Okay. That's crazy. It's crazy that I wrote that shit down.
Yeah.
That was a good thing to write down.
Apparently nothing was cut from this game, and we're just gonna do all of it.
And between us was sorry, go.
No, I will say to Setbo, you and the rest of you, if you wish, there is still opportunity to apologize between us, since it seems we are trying to go about this in a diplomatic manner. I don't think it would be unappreciated, given how your history is tied with betrayal.
Perhaps there is great opportunity to move past our baser instincts.
Looks over to Bierhaze Baset.
Perhaps honesty and forgiveness. Perhaps this would be the way to go.
I mean, you can't be betrayed by an enemy. So.
This is true.
There is some affection there. Something like that.
And what did the two of you discuss with Kosar before we joined you? I say to Krita and Laura.
Krita gets like a sad look on her enormous toad face, and she goes, It was a stern talking to. He was very disappointed in us. And he pointed out some looks over to Laura, very personal things between Laura and I that weren't the best. And so, it hurt, but by the end of a very long night, we were able to come to an understanding.
Then perhaps we can reach an understanding between us.
Perhaps.
What were the other questions we had about Entre Nous?
So could being turned into a vampire have been the thing that revived him? And if so, who would have done that? Because Afrara supposedly died. Like, who?
Like, what was he
Whatever
doing?
he-
Like, the time between when you guys were betrayed and when he woke you up and turned you, or
So
made
he
you all
woke up. He
vampires?
woke up first.
Yeah. What was he doing? How did he wake up, and what was he doing before he got you all back in the game?
I need everybody to give me an Arcana check. That is an amazing question.
Feeding undead?
Absolutely.
Enhance ability on myself to give myself advantage.
And I am not going to answer this question, but I'm going to give you guys the evidence that you guys know to see if you guys can figure it out. Make sense?
Okay.
I got a 13.
13.
18.
18, Cherie, makes sense.
18.
18. Hathor.
Thank God I had advantage because I also rolled a 1.
In studying the enemy, you can understand the enemy. If you understand the enemy, you can best the enemy. Hathor, studying things that are hateful and nightmarish. Cherie, studying monsters of all kinds. What you know about between us, I'm going to lay the facts out. You guys are going to get this immediately. Is that he is a very powerful magic caster. He is this bridge between Seelie and Unseelie. We're gonna stick to the points of like how he was able to come back. And being a very powerful magic caster with a certain amount of like time delay, you're also aware that he is very obsessed with particular objects of like wine of a certain vintage. Are you aware of any kind of D&D monster that's a very powerful magic caster that might be protective of some kind of like magical relic that can help with them reanimating?
A lich?
He's like a wine lich? Because I'm going back through my notes for things that to see if things are relevant.
Okay, Drew, we cannot be level 8 if we're facing a fucking lich.
Not if we're just gonna talk to him.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Koser, just keep pumping that shit out. Never stop breathing.
Yeah, my god.
Koser's just spamming Revivify on us.
Because, okay, Blurso could understand ancient Sylvan.
Yes.
You can too, I think, right?
No, well, you can barely.
I can speak Sylvan, so I can piece things together where I can.
Okay.
So is like Blurso's family like the fucking phylactery family or whatever? Is he the fucking phylactery?
There was a thing I just saw in my notes that Winter Scott Key called Blur once the blood of the world.
Okay.
Winter,
So
do you
yeah,
remember
like what
that?
if they're
Yeah.
Hey, do you know? Have you just been keeping it to yourself this whole time?
Wait.
Who?
Why do I human sorcerer dragon it? Oh no,
Who?
to use a dragon spell sorcerer. Okay.
Who?
Do you
Blurso.
Bumperdinger.
Yes, that guy. Yeah. Got a weird vibe off of him.
Why'd you call him that?
Oh God.
You were just saying shit?
Pure Haze, you know Blurso, he used to work
saying
for
that.
you.
Yeah, you guys chased me across that roof that one time. Got my leg shot off. I still have a cane, by the way.
You shot me!
It has. Yeah. Well, we all shoot each other. That's how we communicate in this family. Okay.
Your name, you disguised your name as Charlie.
Well, Blurso always gave me weird vibes.
You gave all of us weird vibes.
No, well, yeah, because, like, look, honestly, I think the reason why I said that is because Blurso, there's a certain kind of scent. Vampires are really good at smelling things.
Charlie.
Yeah, don't bring it up, okay? We all make mistakes, all right? I had to shoot my own goddamn foot off to get my kids back, so
Yeah, that's crazy.
there was a lot on the line that evening. Look, the reason why I said that is because there's this unique scent between us. Cherie, you might be able to remember this as well. He stank of wine, like he couldn't stop drinking, couldn't stop imbibing, but it didn't smell, it smelled of wine, but it smelled of blood and of earth. And the casting of his magic, this ritual where he was able to bring all of the Fey Lords back using a combination of the diamonds, of his own personal magic, this like summoning of this wine power, all of these things that I've seen, and that stink was coming off of your friend as well. And it smelled like wine that was coming from the depths of hell and Tartarus itself. like the blood of the world.
The letter from the king deeming us all traitors said, vagabonds roaming Allatour, not loyal to blood or wine or king or country.
Oh.
Is that between us's work, or because the people of Allatour value their wine very much?
Also, the wine was poisoned at the ball we went to, right? Wine was poisoned. I have it written here. I don't know.
Where they went, when they were all poisoned.
Winter's got
right?
goes, I didn't do that.
Coco LaCroix, a woman, grabs a bottle of wine, heads towards... Okay, blah, blah, blah.
I don't... The issue was that Winter Scott Key infiltrated. I don't believe...
Okay.
That
Sorry.
the festival was poisoned.
Owen Pavel goes, oh yeah, should we be arresting that guy?
No,
Don't worry about it, he's
no.
fine.
Or was it
He's
actually...
so much better. He's a father. You can't.
So am I!
Whatever, man.
His kids need him.
Wait, and also, is that his twin brother over there setting stuff on fire?
It's very
Right!
complicated.
Stop that!
We're working on it.
If Frank goes,
He's being rehabilitated.
the orphans were cold, okay? I'm just putting fire in the fireplace.
Okay,
That's a good call. I'm proud of you.
They all go,
Controlled burns.
They go, thank you, Ifrate. He goes, shut up, children. And he just keeps...
Worse. That's not as
Worse. Minus 10 points for that.
Marquis Pavel, these are trying times. We're all traitors to the state, so...
The Marquis takes a sword and he puts it on Winter Scott Key's shoulders and goes, I pardon you in the name of Herb Corte.
He will still be leaving,
Nice.
but thank you for not killing him on sight.
That's probably a good idea.
And potentially we have a plan of getting into the castle using his twin brother. But if we're all traitors, then it doesn't matter.
We'll
Who's
figure it out.
most guilty. Yes, these are confusing times.
It's all kind of
and
falling apart at the end.
Yes. Were there more allies or in the painting, or no?
That's this.
This is more than enough. I just wanted to make sure we hadn't missed
goes,
anyone.
Was this not enough? I kind of grabbed everyone I could think of.
No, this. Forgive me, but I do not mean out of disappointment. Just I wanted to make sure that no one was left behind.
No, this is everybody.
This is more than enough. Thank you.
I think we can make it work.
Most definitely. And Lord Bassett, in the time that Mr. Bumperdinger worked for you, do you remember anything about his family, his magical lineage?
Arcana check from an all-powerful wizard.
Guidance.
Go ahead and roll a guidance. You need a 3 or a 4.
I
have a
3!
Yes, Wax, what's up?
Ready?
Okay. Stop me if this is like above game knowledge. I mean, it's probably above game knowledge that Wax
we're so
wouldn't
far
have.
deep into this. I'm just gonna say that anything you know is probably fair game.
Cool. Because I found my notes from the thing that I dropped my pen. I found... Where did it go? My pen is
the
gone.
grand reveal. I dropped my pen.
I dropped my pen.
It's such a good pen, too. Okay, fuck the pen. I found my notes from the thing that you found, the Wings of Stone colored glass. Because Blurceau was on the deck. He saw a wine ghost disappear into the waves. It was a 50-foot face. It said, do not his bidding, you will serve me. I will drain the blood from your veins. You speak of pleasantries. I was denied pleasantries. How dare you? Understand this is not strange. This is how the world was before the world. And says the blood of the world again. So, the Titans were people and they became the countries.
Yes.
What if the blood was also a guy? And that's what this is.
This is the blood of the Titan that was Allatour. What? Wait a minute. Because there's a huge wound on the side of Allatour. Hold on. And is that... Hold on. Fuck, I'm in the wrong chat. Stop. Don't look at me. And... Visage Entree, the Visage Entree, like that whole place is right by the wound. So maybe the blood got into fucking the River of Dreams, like that weird little fucking areas where all the blood went. And like that, I don't know, man.
But then the thing I'm still I'm just trying to figure out how that's between us. Cause that can't be. This is how the world was before the world. Is he like, oh, is the fucking blood his patron? The guy?
The blood of the world. Yeah. Yeah.
And he wants to this is how the world was before the world. I'm stuck on that. This is what I can't even find my pen.
Said. Isn't that what Weep said? The Leshy? Hang on. I also wrote it down. Give me a second.
No, this is because Blurso was talking to a voice.
Before
saw a face in the ocean of a 50 face of wine or whatever.
Before everything, there was more.
This. God, I wish I took better notes.
God,
I wish I could find my pen.
Don't we both? Don't we all feel the same? Okay, so because
and sorry. No, never mind.
No, go ahead.
The Leshy said, Weep said that Afrara is not the villain, but that might just be referring to she was the one who was betrayed by the humans. So, I think I need to let Afrara rest in peace.
Yes, she was a champion of Mob, and then worked with the Fae, and then was betrayed by the humans alongside the Fae.
I just think it's interesting that, like, we're talking about wine and the blood of the world, and we're also dealing with fucking vampires.
Yeah.
So.
But okay, but he's a lich.
Yes. So that means he has to have a phylactery.
And also a warlock, or he is
a wizard.
The patron.
I did some kind of like a lot of this shit's homebrewed.
Okay.
He's a warlock lich.
Okay.
There was a way in which he was able to come back from a phylactery that was not related to like a wizard gone evil, but instead related to a patron gifting that to him or gifting him that ability.
Got it.
To asking the Lara and Krita and Setbo, what was between us his relationship with Afrara, and like, was she a vampire yet? Like, because they knew her.
Yes.
What kind of relationship did between us and Afrara have? Like, were they friendly? Like, what was
Guidance.
the vibe?
Krita comes over. Krita looks to you. You're all just going. The sun is rising and setting and rising and setting as you guys are thinking about this. As Krita looks to you and goes, between us, he and Afrara were friends. He was always, he was very interested in her origins, though. Was very interested with how, again, because vampires weren't anything within story or legend yet. In my understanding, that the idea of her being an undead creature of bats and blood wasn't really explored much. And so her suddenly appearing within the material plane, he was more than happy. He wasn't so much afraid of her, but he was curious as to how she came to be. And I'm not even sure that Afrara knew. I think that she had some understanding of her kind of unseelie origins, but he would always ask her very technical questions, which I'm not entirely sure she could answer.
Is it possible that she is his phylactery? And that's what makes him immortal, is that his phylactery is an undead being.
Or it's her blood running through his veins, making him a vampire.
Something like that.
Because if you think about it, he has to connect the Unseelie and the Seelie has to connect Mob and Titania. So he can't just be any undead vampire. It has to be an Unseelie vampire, right? It has to be. It probably like she either turned him before, and then he got all weird and about wine. Wait a minute.
What's a phylactery?
Was he into? Wait. Was he into?
I need to take
wine?
a screenshot of what.
Hold
Let
on.
me show you my Google page right now.
Is he into wine or is he into wine? You know?
1 second. So, Kate,
Yeah.
so Sheree would know this.
I too didn't know what
important to
it
know
was.
this. So what happens is, so a lich. So do you know what a lich is?
Yes.
So liches have this thing called a phylactery. In core D&D, I'm just gonna go off like the D&D like wiki basically. Phylacteries are something that liches are able to store a part of their soul in, so that when their physical body is destroyed, if the phylactery is not also destroyed, they are able to regenerate after a certain amount of time. For some people, it could be days, for some people it could be weeks, for some people it could be years, decades, centuries. It depends on what kind of lich you want to write. But a phylactery is an object of great importance, which allows for a lich to essentially live forever if not destroyed.
If you destroy a lich's body and not the phylactery, they come back.
Yes.
In order to permanently
So,
destroy them.
Okay, maybe that's how he was able to come back so fast, because our Fey Lords just said that he was scheming towards the end. So maybe that's when he made his phylactery. His phylactery was probably that vintage wine. And then when the humans betrayed him, they destroyed his body, but not his phylactery. So that's how he was able to come back so fast.
Hell yeah!
Good.
Because he's trying to escape the mold of Fey beings, and what better way to do that than to like become Unseelie, like with a vampire. So
that doesn't answer how he became, unless he put his soul to become a vampire.
Wait a minute. So he fed you guys blood to wake you up, or he fed you guys wine to how did he wake you up?
I'm gonna get into some very traumatic memories for these guys now.
Guidance.
There's no time.
I gotta go pee. They got a 2 and a 4. They with the guidance that's gonna be 6. They look and they say, "We're honestly not sure." Everyone began reacting. Laura and I just kind of held each other. As Laura goes,
There was such chaos when the poison was realized. Between us seemed very calm. But again, as we awoke, we all awoke around the table, as if no time had passed at all. But it was not as if he was at our necks, but it was as if our bodies were reforming in some way.
What if he gave you some of his wine from his phylactery to help reform your bodies? Guidance.
I need to make an Arcana check. Make an Arcana check right now, Moss.
I get advantage because I guessed enhance ability on myself.
I need to grab
wait,
something.
Moss makes an Arcana check.
No, God damn it, you know what I mean.
Can I flip my coin?
Yeah, sure.
18. It's Arcana? Yeah, 18. Yeah, 18.
Okay, 18. Give me 1 second here. Hold on 1 second.
God, I rolled. Man.
So, with an 18, the resurrection of the Fey Lords is interesting because of the amount of time that it took, because of like how they awoken. Phylacteries need an incredible amount of energy to be imbued within them. And in the unique nature of this, like wizards are able to make, wizard liches are able to make the phylactery be like this like insane piece of like arcano tech that's able to kind of run off of itself. It's kind of like an infinitely replicating soul machine. For a warlock phylactery, now we're going off book, by the way. We are off the reservation and we are firmly into like homebrew territory here. The idea of a warlock is to give your soul up, or at least part of it, to a patron, to sign these contracts between these eldritch beings. And the idea of warlocks, at least for most of them, is that there has to be some kind of like consistent tithe paid to this larger patron. Meaning that a warlock lich's phylactery would almost operate more like a machine that you would have to put energy into to receive a return back. With an 18 Arcana check, you are able to realize, Hathor, that the Fey Lords becoming vampiric might not have ever been intentional.
Okay.
Because if let's say a Lich Warlock is killed in the presence of their phylactery, their soul, instead of being returned to their patron, would be returned to the phylactery to then be reforged to then reanimate them.
Okay.
And you remember, and again, like this situation, it's like this grand poisoning, the humans betraying the Fey Lords, and all of these powerful Fey Lords, all of these powerful souls, all of these powerful Fey beings died in the same room. Most likely within the range of this phylactery.
The phylactery sucked all of the souls inside of it. Okay. Like a vacuum cleaner.
And that's why it took so long? Because it was more souls than it was meant to be?
Potentially.
Or
just...
maybe Between Us was just busy planning everything before he decided to.
Because also you don't know how long it took for him to reform. Because again, this
true.
is all like honestly, a wizard would probably be better at the phylactery stuff because they just have a better understanding of like the arcanic properties of how this thing works. With like the warlock, insane, malfunction, blood magic, seelie, unseelie, vampiric, fey lords, all this bullshit. There's no confusion that there might have been some kind of complication with the magic, some kind of malfunction which caused a delay.
Yeah.
And then piggybacking off of your ideas might have caused the souls that were devoured to become corrupted as well. Corrupted. These are nice guys. we love our Fey Lord bros.
Oh my god, somebody pull up Nice Guys by Ryan Higa. That's a throwback to the past. Nice Guys finish last. But
that doesn't answer. But that doesn't answer how. Does that answer how Between Us became vampiric, where his soul was corrupted in the phylactery?
No, because he was. I think.
Because if Afrara got sucked in there too, and they're all like mixed together.
Oh.
Is he and Afrara mixed together? Between Us, he's like both. Maybe
he's a weird, fucked up warlock. Yeah, yes. I have many things that I want to say, but I can't. But that was a great, amazing, Darby, incredible.
Yes, right.
So true.
Okay, but why do you guys look like her?
I gotta go pee. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Do you want to
You
take
get
a
out of
break?
here. We'll still cook. We'll keep cooking.
We've been going for an hour and 45 minutes. We're taking a very quick break. We're gonna be back in like 5 minutes. Everybody,
Yeah, I got
thank
to
you for
be
coming to the table.
honest.
We'll be right back in like 5 minutes. Peace out.
Mwah.
Ooh.
And we're back. All right.
Woo!
Okay,
Aw.
that was a lot
That's
of
what I'm
fear.
talking about, baby!
We got like 20 minutes in the tank, then we're calling it. Okay, so with all of that, having all of your theories, having been so much has been learned in the last 2 hours. With that, is there any other questions you may have before the next leg of your journey begins?
Wax
Afrara
talked.
also... Oh, sorry, Katie.
Wax talked to F, and she knew some of why we look like Afrara, or no? Did she not have answers about that?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay. F.
We probably wait. We probably should talk to her in front of the Pavels.
Winter Scott Key is here.
Yes, but he's not the one who stabbed their kid in front of them.
Okay, well, then I'll find her later.
Okay.
Can I just say, Sheree, I think your new armor is really, really pretty.
Oh.
I think it suits you very well.
Thank you. I'm trying some new things out. I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah. And hopefully it keeps you safe.
I imagine it will. This is a great boon from a great dragon, so I imagine it will.
Yeah. Okay.
Go. Sick.
I want it to be in canon that Hathor is eating a pepper.
Okay, all good. No problem.
Where did you find that?
Oh, one of the villagers gave it to me.
You guys want peppers?
Really good. Yeah.
You want pepper?
Sure.
I might cut it into pieces with my dagger, but yes.
Sure. Freshly picked.
You're like that bitch in that one fantasy story cutting her apple.
Oh, the Natalie Dormer, like...
Yeah.
But any other questions regarding Entre Nous or any kind of like other lore-related stuff?
This is possibly nothing, but...
I'll put the tense music back on. Okay, what's up?
No, I think it's probably actually nothing. There is a through us and a between us. Is there an outside us?
Is there an Among Us?
Is there
Is there an among us? I don't know.
know.
I feel like for some reason my brain is like, this sounds like a trio.
Well, I mean, to let you behind the curtain very quickly, many things have been made for this game as potential yellow brick roads for you to go down. And if you did not go down them, I did not develop it any further than that. And
So fair.
And so, what the fuck was his name again? Through us, Travers New. That is a common naming convention for high-ranking changelings. And perhaps Travers New has some kind of connection to Entre Nous. However, you guys are so far removed from the Fey Courts and the Feywild that is not something I have any other information to give.
So fair. I just want to find the notes I took on Travers New the first time. Ah, there it is.
You could ask Spritz about it.
Spritz!
Yeah?
What do you know about Travers New?
Oh, God.
I know that he turned into the mother of Gravel Pavalakwa, insulted over dinner.
Mm-hmm.
God, my handwriting.
He is a little troublemaker.
Yeah.
And I didn't like him that much because I saw a lot of you in him. At the time, he is kind of like imagine like a blank piece of paper as a person. Like he's got like white eyes, white hair, white skin, just blank. And
okay, so
I thought you meant
visually and not like
personality-wise.
emotionally.
yeah, well, no, absolutely not. Well, because also
Okay.
he did this very annoying thing where he would become whoever he was talking to and mimic them perfectly, and so he thought he could do me better than I can do me, that bitch.
That's a good
That
bit, I'm
bitch
not gonna
indeed.
lie.
She slaps you.
Of course not. I have grown beyond such things, and she kicks dirt at your
High five.
shoes. Okay, she high fives you.
Yeah. Okay.
I love
'Cause
that
he-
Wax is just learning how to energy bend all these fey creatures and
Yeah.
like ASMR to be like, let's make this productive.
Because he insulted over dinner by say friend Rochambeau was speaking badly about him to Corduroy. And I also wrote honeydew for some reason.
Okay. That was pretty that's just pretty common.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, like, maybe if we
Well-
went down that path back when we had the chance, there would have been more, but I don't see it having any relevance now.
Totally
Well-
fine. Just thought I'd throw it out there. I forgot I had these spells. Damn. Sorry.
Easy.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
did
all
you guys...
from me now.
Was that?
Nothing. I just had a really good burp, and I
Okay.
don't think you guys
You wanted
heard
to share
it.
with the class?
You burped too close to the sun.
No!
If
Icarus!
you burp in a forest and no one's around to hear it.
If you burp in a D&D session and your mic doesn't pick it up.
Your mic peaks.
Did that even happen?
I found one more thing.
Okay.
The phrase, the skeleton that cut a great wound into the world. I think referring to between us.
Well, a great wound would probably be into Allatour itself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were betrayed. He was the new equalizer, a new coven of his own design.
I've said a
I
lot
think
of
this is the
shit in
notes
this
I
game.
took about the thing originally.
And you remember all of it, right, Drew?
Doing the best that I can.
Drew, you can't say anything. We will write it down.
I know.
He turned the dragons to stone. Between us was calming and patient. He smelled of wine. One of my wine, ashen trees, blackened grass, and blood.
Yes.
That might be all I have. Sorry, I hadn't gotten all the way through my notes before break.
That's all good.
I should have used break for this.
Yes. Ashen trees,
Okay.
blackened grass, blood,
Yeah.
wine. All very true.
Yeah. Chairs. Okay. That's all.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna head towards the blacksmith to talk to F.
Okay, you head to the box to talk to Math.
And I'm gonna grab Winter Sky Key and Freight with me so no one else sees him.
Got it. Totally makes sense. If Freight goes, orphans, you stay warm, as he's pulled out of the orphanage.
He's growing on me, I fear.
As you guys are able to convene there, I'm gonna say last thing from Cherie,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna cut to see if anybody else wants to do anything else before we
Yeah.
get to the next plot beat of this. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, got it. Cherie, okay, you are able to gather everyone that looks like you, male or female, and you guys are able to convene at the blacksmithing shop.
Yeah, Wax and Hathor can join too if they want.
Okay.
Okay.
I come.
So we've learned, theorized a lot. I don't know how much of this is true, but if we are correct, it seems as though the reason between us and all the Fey Lords are vampires is because they were betrayed alongside Frara, the first vampire, and their souls got sucked into a phylactery, and it corrupted their souls and resurrected them as vampires.
They all kind of just like nod. Okay.
It's a lot, but the reason I've gathered you all is just specifically for F, but this is information we should all know. The one question we still have is why we were modeled off of the first vampire. If we were meant to eradicate such beings.
I'll make a quick maturity check for F and Winter Scott Key. Yeah. F looks to you and says, and also, by the way, you're able to see your own face, Cherie.
Yes.
Badly scarred, but older, maybe like 25, 30 years on you. Like kind of grayed hair. She looks more human than she has in a very long time. And she says, from what I understand, although she was undying, a vampire, We were not modeled off of a monster. We were modeled off of a warrior. Our creators were not the same, but perhaps we were sent to continue her warrior's path. We find purpose among it.
And our creators, I don't remember much of them. Yes, Hathor?
Well, weren't there stories about how Afara was this great monster hunter? Like, legendary in ways. And the way those who knew her or remember how that tree folk person spoke about her. They spoke about her like she was a hero. She was like an incredible fighter, but also deeply, deeply respected.
Yes, she did. It seemed like she wasn't. She was sent to deal with those unseelie. So, unless she would revere her.
It's really interesting. Because now we think of unseelie as like monsters and almost like evil. But if she was the champion of Ma back then, so interesting because she was so well respected and so highly viewed, and I just think it's so interesting of how things have changed over time. Like, I wonder if there was ever it almost sounds like there was a time when the Seelie and the Unseelie were closer than they were apart. Anyways. And I go sit down in the corner. I've talked too much.
No, there is a point to that, although it's interesting, given it seems Afara was the one who started this all, and then we were created almost to finish her work or to continue it. Did our creators know?
Although I was one to learn the craft of strength and of steel, I cannot say that I was a student of history. The true nature of why we look like her, that is something that has eluded me.
You're looking well, by the way, I say to Av.
She looks away from you. A little bit of shyness coming out as she goes, "Thank you. I only wish I had your youth."
Give me a few days, maybe I could work on it, you know?
This was your handiwork.
Yeah, I was the one who threw the first bottle of holy water. It kind of only felt right to...
That is very noble of you. Not to compare damage, but I think I apologize for my hand in your disfigurement. It was personal at the time, but you have more than proven yourself.
We have gone... She puts a hand on your armor. We have gone far beyond the need for apologies about such things.
Yes, but I still bear your shield, so I believe this belongs to you.
Enormous, like, 50-pound shield handed over effortlessly between Cherie and F, as F takes the shield. As she... as the shield thumbs with an energy of protection, as she is reunited with her Blood Hunter weapon that she can imbue with her own Blood Hunter spells. As she... That is a comfortable weight I've not felt in quite some time.
You wear it better than I ever could.
She puts it on her back.
Any other questions, or have we exhausted the well of knowledge?
The train's passing by. Bang, bang, bang,
Bang, bang, with the trolley.
anything else from anybody?
Nothing I can think of right now.
Yeah.
Make the Pavels are here. F, make sure they do not see you, as
Yes.
they will be
Pretty angry.
assisting us. They will be assisting us in the march on Castle and Trey. So,
Then we begin the march.
yes, Allatour's got key. You also need to get out of here. Not because we don't want you here, but if you're going to leave, now would be the time.
Is Koser going to assist you in keeping the peace at the capital?
I think we should try. But maybe that's a dumb idea and we'll get a lot of people killed.
How so?
How?
I mean, if one side is trying to be as nonviolent as possible and the other side is totally committed to violence, be a lot of sacrifice.
If Freight goes, what are you talking about? Committed to violence? What kind of sick fucks would do that?
Well, if he wanted us dead, we would be dead already. It doesn't seem as though...
I don't know. She kind of lifts up her shirt where there's like this deep scar of where somebody stabbed her in the gut.
That wasn't Entree knew. Those were people.
But in his letter, I don't think he asked for us to be captured. I think he said alive or dead, you know? Right?
He wanted us brought to Castle Entree.
Allegedly, take no such risks, give them no avenue to escape or retribution. If the opportunity presents it, remove this threat from our nation permanently.
Yeah, he wanted you dead.
Ah, well...
He didn't mean it.
Well, we don't know what awaits us at the castle, but if I've promised our friends here multiple modes of transportation which have fallen through. And I'd hate for another one to fall through as well.
Winter Scott Key goes, oh, god damn it. Okay, show of hands. Who wants the dragon to help out if need be? No judgment, just raise your hand. And then he goes...
I think we are capable.
He goes... Cherie, I'm sorry, you're outvoted. 4 to 1. Emma, Chloe, get out here. And he's able to
No,
smell
I
them.
forgot that would result in them not going.
Emma,
And also,
what's up? No.
can I change my vote?
Emma and Chloe pop out, and they were hiding behind like a nearby wall, and they have their hands raised up, and he goes, "Girls, you always get what you want, and I'm gonna be accused of spoiling you. Let it be known that I object to this wholeheartedly, but I guess we're in it for the rest of the ride." They go, "Yay!" Okay.
Oh. Fuck.
Not because we don't want you all here, but I think with the allies we've retrieved and the journeys we've been on, I think we are more than capable of being diplomatic without the need for a calm emotions breath weapon.
It was more so because Koser comes from a group that, I don't know, isn't necessarily on Between Us shit list, you know? Like, the Fey Lord's on his shit list now because they betrayed him, you know? Humans are on his shit list because they betrayed him, you know? And so that was the thought, but
Well, Koser doesn't.
it was selfish of me to forget about children's safety.
What I will also say is that any plan you guys have will have to stand up to whatever he is concocting. So, like, there can be literally hours of deliberation on what the best thing is to do, and it could all fall apart immediately. So
No plan survives encountering the enemy.
exactly, as Sun Tzu said. As well
He
as
also said.
There you go.
And so, like, in all honesty, just picking an option and running with it, there is no wrong answer.
Yeah.
Because
You go.
the more I think about it too, I agree with Shuri.
Yeah.
That 1, I think we can do it, and 2, I think the trust of not immediately relying on arcane
Magical.
drugs to calm them down will probably go further.
It might not even work if Between Us is this powerful.
True. Also true.
It was also more so of, like, if he has an army, you know? Plus you could just swoop over that and just make him fucking chill out, you know? That's an incredibly... I think that's even more powerful than, like, a regular breath that kills people. That's crazy.
True.
Could just make dudes go, chill out, man. I think Coaster should take our friends to safety. I changed my vote. I'm sorry.
Were Laura and Krita affected by Koser's breath weapon?
They weren't hit. I mean, what do you mean? They weren't like hit with it. So
They weren't?
I don't believe so.
No, I don't think they were.
It was just you. It was just all of your siblings.
Yeah. So it might not even work on the Fey Lords.
True. Also true.
Because don't Fey have, like, resistances to
Charm effects, yeah.
charm effects? Yeah.
And as you guys are all discussing this, mentioning the idea of being able to do it yourselves, the idea of not needing Koser, the idea that you believe you'd be able to outsmart, outfox, out-diplomat Between Us, we cut away from our group here as you all continue to deliberate. And we cut over to the war room where this journey began, where Le Jolie was officially formed. Where all of the head houses, where all of the head families of Allatour gathered together to help form Le Jolie to begin this grand quest across the nation, and we are able to cut in and see a glass of wine be thrown and shatter against a stone wall, staining it permanently. This room is almost empty. It's almost empty except for the one person within it, the person that just threw this glass against the wall. not to describe what he looks like, he paces back and forth angrily as these almost like wine-esque energy incantations are able to show a colored version of this conversation of each of you chatting, discussing, speaking ill of his abilities, thinking that you will not need every single advantage to overcome him. And as he paces back and forth, he paces to the center of the room, where he comes upon a... That's gross. He comes up to a... he comes up to a bowl of
That's
wine.
how he scries on things.
It's almost like... I'll show them! And he's almost like a bird bath full of wine as he runs his hand across it as... emerging out of the wine, you are able to see almost like hills and valleys and peaks, as we're all able to see a map of Allatour made out of clumps and ridged and moved wine. As he then waves his hand once again as it zooms in to the central section of Allatour, just east of Jumelage, in even further, as we are able to see the Ville de Rêve, the actual map of the village where you all now occupy. As he takes his hands, this figure kind of takes his hands up and begins as shadow and wine and blood and this idea of like burning wisps of nature and caramel left in the oven until it is a black glassy husk. All of these scents and all of these visuals are able to be seen as a cloud begins to form over Ville de Rêve in this sort of like miniaturized map, as some kind of incantation is being cast from at least 100 miles away upon the village itself. As we're going to cut back over to you guys having this conversation.
Yes, so I believe it's entirely possible that Kosar could just drop you off and then be able to get back here as fast as possible, but in the meantime, I think we stick with the original plan.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Girls, I'm sorry. Original plan back on. Aww. Evan and Chloe. We get it, though. We thought about it. Yeah.
We will
You
visit
pinky
you.
promised.
We did. Yeah, we did. Yeah. But like, yeah. They kind of like, they like walk out of like the blacksmith shop and like, as like, F and Ifrate and Winter Scott Key kind of like exit the shop as well. Like all kind of like having found like leather hoods and leather covers. As they go, then Winter Scott Key, I guess this is a goodbye. F says, finally referring to him by his real name.
Clap a hand on his shoulder. We will be visiting you in the band aisle.
Yeah, seal folk and the like.
They're awesome.
I assume so.
Like, you listen, I know we're all like, oh, every place has its perks and every place has its cons. That place rocks.
Always in need of a mercenary because seals have a lot of predators, I think.
I'm sure they'd appreciate your services.
Yeah. Well, then I guess this is the end of the road.
Don't say it like that.
You will see me again in a couple of weeks, I'm sure of it.
Group hug!
Get in here.
Group hug.
Big group hug as Wax and Hawthor. Sheree, do you get in on this?
I do, yes.
Big group hug. As he pulls back and goes, I forgive you all for making me shoot off my own foot.
You said that earlier today, and I truly have not thought about that Since I think you shot off your hook.
I do have a cane, but it never had to be mentioned because we all knew it was there.
I forgot.
And I forgive you for shooting me.
Emma and Chloe come up and give you guys huge hugs as well.
I forgive you for calling me half-breed.
That was rude.
I was a fool back then. I'm not going to say that again, so hold on to that.
I turn into him and I say, I was a fool back then.
That was a God. You hate to love him. But in all seriousness, I'm looking forward to being able to, I guess, catch up about how the last leg of your journey goes. Emma and Chloe certainly need a story to be able to brag about. The famed heroes of Les Jolie. And it would really suck if that story had you guys dying at the end.
Oh, we pinky promised to visit. And to ensure you, not that I doubt Kosu's abilities, I trust you will get to your destination safely. May I put a protective measure on that?
Like what?
It would require a bit of pain on your end.
He shows his wooden prosthetic and goes, used to it. Sure.
Then I will take my sword, activate a Crimson Rite. It's almost it's a brand. Any location you prefer?
He pulls up his pant leg, exposing his prosthetic, and you're able to see the lower section of, basically from the knee down, leg was amputated, and he kind of shows you his thigh.
His fleshy thigh?
Yes.
Okay. This will hurt only for a moment, and I will press the flames into his thigh and sear a arcane brand that looks like a set of angel's wings.
Oh.
And it is a brand of castigation. You always know the direction to the branded creature as long as it's on the same plane as you. Each time the branded creature deals damage to you or another creature you can see within 5 feet of you, the branded creature takes 5 psychic damage. That's not important.
Okay, got
it. It lasts until you dismiss it or you apply a brand to another creature, but I don't think I'll be using this in some time. So it's just so I know where he is.
Okay. Whoa!
I warned you. You said you could handle it.
It's fine. It's fine. As the brand is finished, as it is cooled and begins to heal, he looks down at it and he pulls you into one final hug, Shuri, and says, I guess it's nice to have family on this plane that's not trying to kill me.
And I forgive you. I forgive you, and I apologize for judging you too quickly, brother.
God damn it.
He nods. We'll see you all soon then. And Winter Scott Key takes Emma and Chloe to his side and begins to walk off towards Kosa, resting upon the hill. And it is as he begins walking away, as Winter Scott Key is going to exit this campaign, as his story has come to an end, as the band dial awaits him.
No. Stop it.
All of a sudden, he no longer needs his hood. Neither does F, neither does Cherie. Setbo no longer needs his umbrella, as the sun is quickly blotted out of the sky by storm clouds. a flash thunderstorm begins to appear above all of you. An Arcana check from each of you, please.
Faith Fiend Undead.
Certainly.
We'll get it.
19.
19?
That one's cocked.
Bounced out of the box.
12.
Whoa.
12, 19.
12.
Oh, Jesus.
God,
God, I suck. 13.
13. Highest one there was a 18? Was the highest
19.
one? 19. From Wax.
Yeah.
And Wax, as you look up to these thunder clouds, these this thunderstorm, these storm clouds above you, as it begins to rain upon you, it is you that is able to, as you catch one of the first droplets of rain on your tongue, and you taste a very heavy Merlot wine. As wine begins to fall down from these clouds, them being almost crimson in color as the droplets begin to fall. One kind of looks up and around. Setbo takes his umbrella back out, begins to shield himself. A cloak goes up. The hell? Everyone's just kind of very confused looking around at all of this as you're able to see as thunder cracks throughout the clouds. Thunder claps, lightning strikes as an incredible storm is summoned above all of you. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's wine.
Just being like, we should probably get inside.
Yes. Yes, we should get inside, but those who mean to depart should depart swiftly.
Yeah.
Bjurhaze, Beset, kind of like next to Setbo, goes, "This is not a storm of normal means. I am trying to," and he's trying to basically cast a high level counter spell to basically dispel this essentially. However, with the rules of how counterspell operates, he does not see the caster and therefore is unable to cast counterspell to counter this spell, whatever it happens to be.
Can I try dispel magic?
As you attempt to summon dispel magic, you guys are able to feel almost like the hairs on your arms begin to stand up, and your hair begins to almost levitate up off of your head as some kind of electrical charge begins to be summoned around each of you. And before you're able to react, you are able to look up, and you are able to notice an incredible charge within these clouds begins to formulate.
We should get inside.
Everyone inside.
As each of you turn and begin to run inside as fast as you can, thunder crash, incredibly loud, deafening, summons your heads back up to look at the clouds once again. An incredibly damaging spell coming towards you that may have been able to end your lives is luckily interrupted, so that the properties are not damaging whatsoever. As you are able to look up, you are able to see... Give me 1 second here. Oh my god, do I not have it here? That's insane.
We die.
That's more than okay. I got this.
The standard name generator's not working today, Drew.
No, it's not. I'm so fucked. Everything is falling apart at the end.
No, it's not. We're good. We're good.
We're having such a great time.
You are able to look up to the sky, lightning cracks, and you're able to watch as some clouds not made of wine or crimson or any of these dark red colors, these clouds of gray and white form underneath these wine clouds almost, as this lightning as it begins to strike down, and these clouds absorb this lightning strike to take away the damaging properties.
Is it our friends?
As it almost looks like curling enormous cloud giant bodies absorbing this lightning for you, as you are able to see Siru and Nimbus absorb most of the energy of the lightning bolt. As Mulus, the youngest, the child which helped you all hide, tries to absorb the rest of like the thunder damage, like taking the bolts out of the sky, basically. The sky is trying to hurt you. As they absorb this energy for you, the lightning still finds purchase and strikes the ground where all of you stand, but none of you receive any damage whatsoever. Okay?
I knew that counseling would come in handy!
And in a flash of white, you all immediately find yourselves in much different circumstances than you just were. As you all come back to consciousness, your vision returns, you all find yourselves alone, unsure of where you are. As this spell that was just cast, 9th level, in a way to damage you severely and transport you to locations scattered across Allatour. And I will describe where each of you find yourselves in this moment.
I put my book away, Drew! God damn it!
Is this like what happened to Cowrie way back in Palm of the Fist when they got transported?
This is more eldritch blood magic-y, but there is a through line there if you want to follow it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wax. No longer soaked in wine, no longer standing in Ville de Rêve, you find yourself on your stomach. Your arms collapsed to your chest and your legs splayed out behind you. It is pitch black where you are, and you are unable to stand or move side to side as you are in some kind of tight tunnel for something small.
Oh, hate it.
Feeling and smelling the area around you, you're able to determine that you are in soil with ample space in front of you and behind you.
Okay.
The dampness of the soil and the softness of the earth suggest that you are not too far beneath the surface, as you can feel roots and worms dangling down onto your back and your neck. Pitch black.
Like you're buried alive.
Oh my god.
Cherie, you find yourself restrained completely. Sword still at your side, you still have your dragon scale mail armor on, and you are hanging upside down, caught in a web of some kind. As you dangle in this web, you can see enormous trees, lush overgrown nature, and thick foliage obscuring the grass below you, as only thin deer trails can be seen cutting through these growths. But you're also able to notice foliage that is not of this plane, being being the blood hunter that you are, you immediately recognize this foliage as fey foliage. Flowers with petals you could use as slides, enormous as they are, crystals larger and brighter than anything that can be produced in the material plane, like mushroom caps the size of twin beds, enormous. And Hathor, you, give me 1 second here. You find yourself deep underwater, with a current swirling you in almost all possible directions. A current that for you, a pirate, a sailor at heart, that makes no sense. Almost as if you're stuck in a riptide and a whirlpool and a waterfall all at once. You still have your broom on you. The water all around you is somewhat like clear river water, but there are streaks of rainbow color that make you feel rejuvenated and alive and emotional and confused, as the water that you find yourself in is inherently magical in some way. I need each of you to please make a nature check for me, please, to figure out where exactly each of you are.
Fae
I
feed undead.
think I know.
Certainly.
I think I know where I am. Moss. I think Moss knows where I
Okay.
am. Nature check.
Yep. DC for this.
Natural 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah,
Amazing.
yo. What's the DC?
I think I know where I am.
The DC was going to be a 14.
I get a 14 exactly.
14 exactly.
I got a 2.
With a 2,
So
Wax, as you push yourself up out of this tunnel, you're able to escape from it, being able to just like emerge from the earth. You are covered in dirt. You like kind of shake the worms off, get the roots and the soil off of you best you can, and you are able to see clear blue skies above you. Clouds moving, sun shining down, but there are no hills, no landmarks, no nothing, because all around you is a sea of corn stalks. You have no idea where you are.
cool.
Cherie,
Uh-huh.
with a 14 exactly, you are able to recognize that you are in a web made of silk strands, not a spider's web. And you would understand exactly where you are because you are aware that the Dubois of Travel-du are known to be silk weavers. With the fey foliage surrounding you, as you kind of take in your surroundings, you are back at a place where one of the first spots you were able to come to when this adventure first began. You are in the ancient glade of Travel-du. And Hathor, with this swirling magical water all around you, this inherent magical energy, you understand that you are currently underwater within the River of Dreams.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
As Entre Nous, as Between Us, has casted a teleportation spell, mixed with some kind of damaging aspect in a way to throw one final challenge at each of you before your inevitable confrontation. But why he sent you here, and what challenges you are to face, that will be for next time on Allatour, as we're going to end tonight's episode there. All right.
Whee!
Ladies
I
and
knew-
gentlemen,
I was
we're having
like-
a good time.
Oh yeah!
Oh,
Yes,
it's
yes,
such a
and
good
yes.
time.
Incredible.
I was like, I think I know where I am, and then I rolled in that 20,
Yep.
and I was like,
Of course, obviously. But yes, so much lore. Apologies for the immediate, what is it, like Deus Ex Machina of having to just teleport your asses somewhere.
that's okay.
Oh, I
no.
love to be yoinked.
I was like, we haven't seen the cloud giants in forever.
They're buddies. They're thinking about you. You fixed their marriage.
I fixed their marriage.
Yeah. Bunch of different allies.
Yep.
We're gonna close up a couple first of all, I hope
Yeah.
you all having a good time. Quick wrap
I agree,
up.
Kate.
What's up? Huh?
Secret chat. Don't worry about it.
Got you. Quick little wrap up about that. I have a couple more little plot threads that I want to close off. As this next little section that each of you find yourselves in, I'll let you know this right now. A challenge for each of you that is not combat related, and I'm very excited.
Exciting. So we're playing
Wednesday.
when?
Wednesday. Yeah, I got some prep I gotta do. But
Baby.
and then after this is complete, there will be no other obstacles standing in the way of you coming upon Between Us, Entre Nous, and trying to flex your skills of diplomacy to try to find some kind of ending to things. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right. Anything else to say before we sign off? Except for I have the best players in the world.
Best DM,
Best
in, the
DM in the world.
It makes me blush every time.
I said it once and I hold to it, Drew. You know how most games they'll have that where they're like, oh, that one time where we had that one mission, and they talk about that thing for years.
Yeah.
We have those moments almost every session.
All the time.
That makes me happy.
True.
I'm really happy that my stuff. Like, I'm always surprised when like we all a bunch of friends met up, and we were like, yeah, and like a friend that is not part of these games was like, it was JJ from Kithless Spikes, and he was like, oh my god, like your games sound like so fun, and I'm like, you guys talk about it when I'm not around. That makes me feel wonderful.
Yay!
Oh,
You do good.
We love you.
thank you, and I love each and every
And
one
you
of
do
you.
good work. She's
really
really
good.
good.
Yeah. But with
Really
that,
good.
it's 11 o'clock, getting a little bit later. My apologies, but everybody sleep well. Have a wonderful day tomorrow. We will see you again on Wednesday for another dose of Allatour. See you then, guys. Peace out.
See you on
Bye
Wednesday.
bye.
Bye-bye.